The use of AI has really helped me along the way in becoming a self-published horror author. Not just as a copy editor, which is what I mainly use it for through the writing process, because it goes far beyond anything that a spell or a grammar check can do, whether it be through Google Docs or Microsoft Word. I'll be the first to admit that my understanding of grammar and spelling probably sits somewhere around a 6th or a 7th grade understanding. And I know that there have been mistakes I've made all my adult life with brackets, semicolons, commas, and any other random punctuation point. With the right prompts, an AI, whether it's Gemini, Grok, or what have you, can take care of all of that. I never ask it to create anything for me, though. It's simply a copy editor, because when I've asked it to create something, a character or a theme or a situation, some really weird stuff pops up. And what's with all the M dashes? I didn't even know what an M dash was until I started using AI. As well as copy editing, what I mainly use AI for is research, verified with follow-up searches, of course. An example is Larry's Cabin. There's a lot of firearms in that book. I have a familiarity with hunting rifles, but don't know much about handguns. So AI and the internet in general became pretty helpful with makes, models, information about those. So copy editing, point 1, research, point 2, and last but not least, probably mainly what I use AI for is cover art generation or promotional art generation. There's a character I created that I'm quite proud of, Larry the Bumbling Vampire, although that's not his title, but it is his name. This was the closest I could get, based on descriptions in my book Larry's Cabin, to what the character looks like. And it's still not quite there, but it was the best I could do with prompts. I really wanted him to be the tall, lanky, emaciated, junkie type. But when I simply copy and pasted the text from the book or the manuscript into the chat prompts, something completely different came out. He had a tail, he had scales, he had long black claws. It was like it was a xenomorph from the Alien franchise, more so than a vampire that's been roaming around the Maine woods. So sometimes I feel like there's no rhyme or reason for what an AI does. For my most recent book, They Feed at Night, it seemed like I had much better luck, or at least I've become better with prompts for creating cover art. Although scale and size seem to be drastically off. This is what I settled on as the cover in the end. Although some of these pictures are pretty groovy. I definitely encourage you to pick up one of these or all of these books if you're a horror fan. They're all reasonably priced. As well, there's a couple of free stories out there. One is called Sleeper's Key, and the other, free wherever I could post ebooks, is called Escape, which is a wonderful intro into the world I'm creating, centered around the town of Bramblewood in Maine. Thank you.